But yeah, we're back with Animal Crossing after a sort of long hiatus. It's been 2 weeks, I guess. For anyone who has missed these streams before, it's basically me just running around yapping for 2 hours while we fish and annoy the villagers. But yeah, we'll wait and see. Sure, it'll be. I look forward to it. We're going back to Swapton, so let's do it. Let's do it. Let me stop the music and let's boot into the game. Let's do. I have surgery on Friday. Oh, okay. I'm Phantom. I'm so sorry. Well, firstly, hopefully it goes okay. I'm sending you all of the best. I hope everything goes well. And yeah, I will not pry by asking what it's about. But with these things, I'm sure it'll be completely fine. And the medical people, like in hospitals, they have done this a million times before, and I'm sure it'll be completely fine. So please do not worry. I hope it's nothing too life-threatening. But yeah, I hope you're okay. Everything's okay. Sounds like a classic fishing trip. What, the yapping part? I'm Dave Gaston, thank you. Also, I will not be reading much today, if that's okay, guys. I need to have a day to maybe rest my voice. Oh, annoying the villagers. I mean, that could also be a that could also be a fishing trip. Sure. But yeah. Right, we're doing it. We're doing the D. Thank you, J Boogie. There it is. Am I allowed to say what they will do? Like the hospital? It's a very good hospital. If you'd like to, I mean, it's mainly more for your own. I wasn't sure if you wanted to be discreet about it or not. I just didn't want to make you say anything that you didn't want to say. That was all. But if you want to talk about it, you're very welcome to. Say this is Animal Crossing. This is the chill game. We hang out, we collect fruit, we vibe, we pull some weeds. We tell Jane that they can 0121 do one. It's great. But yeah, but no voices. Like I said, I will not be doing a lot of reading. We pull in weeds 69. Next Animal Crossing character unlocked. Next Wii game unlocked. We pull in weeds 69. Made by Miyamoto himself. As he has some more of the dank kush, you know. It's absolutely off his face on it, and then he makes we pull in weeds 69. The flames really do make you go faster. They do. They make you zoom. Hey, it's Samson. I have been sick, thank you, Samson. Alright, Samson doesn't need anything, so we're all good. We can just vibe. Oh, more things in the dump. It's not embarrassing. I'm very sorry if I butcher the pronunciation of this. A baclofen pump? Or baclofen makes sense in my head. I could be wrong about that. It helps with my spasticity, and the battery is getting low. Okay. It's time to replace it. I see. well, hopefully it isn't too intrusive of a procedure, I guess, is more what I'm saying as well. It's like, hopefully it's something that's not, like, I'm not sure how or where the battery is put in, so hopefully it's something that's very easy to do. Said it correctly. Okay, perfect. Perfect. But yeah, I hope it's, like I say, I just hope it's not a super intrusive procedure, and hopefully it's something that will, you know, help you in the long term as well. Obviously it will, but hopefully it's like something that you won't have to take a long time to recover for. Hopefully it'll be quite an easy surgery. But yeah, again, I'm sending you all the best regardless. I'm sure it'll be completely fine, and it sounds like it's a pretty routine thing from what you've said as well. It sounds like it's, yeah. Let's see. See, if I go to... I'm debating on, like, what do I actually need from Tom Nook today? Not really a lot. I could sell this to you, I guess. Sell all of them, please. Oh yeah, we can try these on, I forgot. Alright, we'll do that in a sec. Oh, so we still got some paper. I think we save that for later. I don't hate it actually, compared to some of the ones we've seen. What does mod top look like? Oh god, okay, they were getting rid of that one. That one is awful. That one might be the worst one. But yeah, I'm trying to think of what else has been happening. What have me and Jess been up to? Oh, you know what? One thing I watched, oh god, me and Jess watched this yesterday. It infuriated the fuck out of me. It made me so angry. Me and Jess angry. We watched the new Louis Theroux documentary, which is about the manosphere. If you haven't heard of the manosphere, consider yourself lucky. It is the most toxic, vile, pindicked, movement I've ever seen men do ever. I cannot stress how insecure and like fucked up these men are. But it's like, it's one of these things where it's these like influencers basically. Louis Theroux, for anyone who doesn't know, is a guy that goes around and does like documentaries from the UK. He's pretty well known. He covers all kinds of like topics usually. He usually exposes people that are quite out there and wrong. But yeah, it's man, these people were absolute meatheads. It was insane. Like, they were fully in belief of like how misogynistic their like ideals were, and how they were fully on board with basically the concept of men should run everything, women shouldn't have a say. And on top of that, like, they were then just like preying on young fans and like getting them to buy into all of their shit. And it's very popular, which is the scary thing. Like, I can't believe that people watch this without thinking this guy's a fucking moron. Like, it's insane to me that there's like a market that people genuinely fall for with this sort of thing. Anyway, if you like documentaries and or Louis Theroux, highly recommend it. It's a very good watch. But the only problem I've heard and I've been seeing is that because these people are ultimately social media like creators, right? They're influencers. This show has now given them more of a platform. So I can see why some people might think, oh, we got a new character, let's go. I can see why it might have backfired in some regards, but yeah, the show overall fucking tilted me so bad. It was so angry. I was so angry even. It was crazy. But yeah. It connects to the spine. Oh, I see, okay. I see, okay, so it's not because it's not related by name, it is purely just but it is connected to the spine. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I did not get a notification. Let me have a look in that case. The peanut butter, welcome in. How are you doing? It's lovely to see you again. I only say that to peanut butter and not everybody else. Obviously, it's lovely to see everybody again. It's lovely to see peanut butter again today because I saw peanut butter and Milky stream. So that's the only reason why peanut butter gets that. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm sorry for being negligent. From Jane. What did Jane yap about? We're gonna keep that one. That's a good one. Now we'll get rid of that one. Yeah, fuck off, Tom Nook. There we go. Right. Dizzy. Oh my god, Dizzy's my favourite. What's your handle, did they just ask? There we go. Good stuff. Hang on, I'll be one sec. I just need to either cough or drink or figure out what I need to do before I continue talking. I'll be a sec. The answer was drink. Okay. But yeah. Every stream, I swear, it's wild and I love it. I will say I'm really happy. I hope that Milky watches this clip maybe, but like, I'm very happy he's come back, genuinely. It is sort of like, it's not that like I didn't have shit to do while I was at work before. And working from home, obviously I'm not always able to just be there the whole time. But having Milky streams on in the background, and I don't know, just him being back has been genuinely really nice. I've really missed it. So it's a little heartfelt thing to my buddy. Thank you for coming back, Milky. But at the same time, you need to stop saying so many cursed things on stream, and I don't know why I feel so responsible, you know? But yeah, but no, if you're not following Milky, by the way, lovely guy. Lovely guy. We go way back, there's lore and everything. It's crazy. Am I doing any better? I'm feeling a lot better. Thank you, Peanut. How do I put it? I think, like I said earlier on, I think we confirmed it's basically COVID. But I'm still sort of on the come down of it, basically, so I will have lingering effects probably for the next however many days, maybe even weeks, I don't know. But I feel like I'm at a point now where the amount of symptoms are dying down, or I'm able to actually sit at my computer and not die, so I don't know, I have like good blips and bad blips, you know what I mean? But I think I'm just gonna take it day by day. I feel very, just to be clear, I probably don't sound it. I feel very okay right now. I do have a constant urge to cough. That's like the worst part probably today. I did have a really bad headache earlier as well, but that has very thankfully pissed off. So, but yeah, I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. But thank you for asking. I hope everybody, like I said, I hope everybody has had a nice Monday. Hopefully it has been chill. Nobody said you couldn't have favourites. You're right, damn, my bad. My bad. Yeah, that's actually how the Chaos Collective is gonna work out. You guys had better start kiss arson, otherwise you're gonna get put in the non-favorites list. I'm joking, by the way. That's not a factor. That's not gonna be a thing. But if you guys haven't joined the Chaos Collective yet, I highly recommend it. For anyone who is... Sorry, I need to cough again. There we go. For anyone who hasn't joined yet, it is a community hub between, I guess, 3 streamers primarily, but we want it to kind of be a general hub for community events and other streamers to feel like they can post eventually. But it's run between me, Flawbury, and I don't know, Pedro, who, as of today, is a dad, by the way. So major congratulations to Pedro on that one. I hope that him and his new family are doing very well. But yeah, the biggest thing takeaway from the community is that we felt that everybody was being so lovely and everybody was coming over to each other's communities a lot, and that was great. But we really wanted to try and we sort of realized that we had like we'd fostered a joint community to an extent. And the main thing we kind of wanted to do off the back of that was start to, I don't know, make like a community Discord and have hangouts and be able to like, I guess like piggyback each other, you know. And it's a really lovely thing, and I'm really lucky to be doing it with 2 amazing people, and obviously everybody that's in there right now, thank you very much for being part of it. And yeah, it's going to be great. We're looking forward to doing a lot more in there within the coming weeks and months as well. But yeah, if you'd like to join, like I say, we'll be doing community events, and even just like general hangout things. Like, for example, the 3 of us play a lot of Overwatch at the moment, and I play it a lot with other friend groups as well, so it gives us a reason to sit in there and play Overwatch. If people want to join, we can just hang out and talk in VC. All sorts of things, basically. We just want it to be a nice little community hub for people to feel welcome, and yeah, it's going to be lovely. It's going to be really good. Rip Pedro's hair, yeah, literally. Pedro's got some good hair on his head as well at the moment. But who knows, maybe he'll be fine, and maybe his kid will also have like an immaculate like set of hair and moustache, you know what I mean? I reckon it'll happen. You know? See, what else can we do? How much more do we have for the debt? I don't even remember anymore. I feel like we have quite a lot for the debt still. We need to give that fossil in as well, so let's write a letter. That's it, it's from Pisshead, just in case they forget. It's from their old pal Pisshead. Hey, don't worry, it's from your old pal Pisshead. Oh my god. Alright. We zoom in. But yeah, I'm trying to think of what else we've been watching. Oh, we've been watching The Night Manager. That's been really good. It's got Tom Hiddleston in it as like the night manager, and basically the whole show. I don't want to ruin it too much, but basically he's trying to infiltrate the ranks of like Hugh Laurie's like crime ring kind of thing. I wouldn't call it a crime ring necessarily, but Hugh Laurie plays a character that's like a public figure that's got some shady shit going on in the background, basically. And Tom Hiddleston is like a night manager at a hotel at first, and he turns into this agent that like ends up trying to infiltrate and become one of like Hugh Laurie's like inner circle. It's very, very good, and Olivia Colman's in it as well. Olivia Colman is great in it, just to be clear. I don't think there's a single thing Olivia Colman's been in that I've like thought she was bad at. I think she's an amazing actress. I love her. Weirdly very good at playing a bad guy as well, or like somebody that's like a bit of an arsehole. So it's nice to see a bit of variety. She's not so much in this role, but yeah, it's interesting seeing her play something a bit serious. I know that she was really good in Broadchurch as well, apparently, but I haven't seen that. But that's got David Tennant in it. That was meant to be really good. Doing some de-weeding. Hey, it's Claude. Hey, it's fucking Claude. Okay, no voices, Dave. That's what I told myself. No funnies today. We'll just thank J Boogie and move on with our lives, yeah? When in doubt, thank J Boogie. Our roof's pink now. Let's go. I don't know if I noticed that last time. Alright, let's see, so I need to take the present. There we go. Perfect. Okay, I think we might already have one of these, but I don't think we've got these yet. I could be wrong. Let's go have a look-see. Let's go have a look. And once we've done that, we'll have a little chat with the villagers. We'll say hello to everybody. If I knew where I was going, my bad. Here we go. Wonderful. But yeah. Man, I'm trying to think of like what else has been going on. What else has been happening with me this week? You know what, Jess can confirm this. I keep having really bad fever dreams the entire week. So like, oh, what was one of them? I can't remember, but basically, I guess like as aftermath of that, last night I guess is a really good example. I woke up in like a cold sweat, and I was like, I'd completely sweated through everything, all my clothes, everything, and I was like shaking. I was like, Jess, please, I need help. Apparently, I don't remember much of this, but Jess was like, please, and he was like, okay, you need help. What do you want? Apparently, I started asking for Pokemon to help me, to help me like apparently get unsweaty or unlike. I don't know what the fucking context was. I have no memory of that bit, but Jess was like, you kept talking about Pokemon and just saying all this random shit. And I was like, okay, whatever. I don't know. I don't know if you were ill. I'd ask what you took. Sorry, I misread that. If I didn't know you were ill, I would ask what you took, literally. I took a few too many potions before I went to Route 4 or whatever the what do the kids do in Pokemon? Are they Skibbity, Riz, Pikachu? How do you play Pokemon again? I will say, when Flauberry plays games like the Pokemon like Pokédoll or whatever it's called, I get so like I have such a sinking feeling in my stomach a lot of the time because I'm like, fuck, I don't recognize any of these fucking Pokemon. I'm like anything past like Gen 5, I'm like, nah. And like Quilpy's hard stuff, it really is, yeah. But yeah, it's no, I was tripping clearly massively, so I ended up just having to be like, right, I'm gonna go get a towel, fucking sort it out. But Jess was just like, what are you on about? Like, I do not blame Jess at all, just to be clear. But it's, yeah. But yeah, I've no other. I don't remember what else we were talking about with that dream. What were some of the other fever dreams? They were really weird. I think some of them may be work related, but I'm not 100% sure. Meow. I don't think there are any cats involved in the dreams, but maybe. You never know. I did have a really fucked up dream about like, I think there was a dream where I was like rat-sized or something, and there was some really fucked up shit going on with like giant bugs. I think there was something like that. I do vaguely remember something of that nature. It was like Starship Troopers, except if I was a rat. Or like rat height. Like, you know in Gary's mod you get those like maps that are like a giant like bedroom or whatever. I was probably about as big as like that one. Rat ship troopers. Yeah, yeah, yeah. At least you didn't try and go to sleep in your dream. That is true. Dream within a dream. But yeah, no, rat ship troopers didn't. Oh, well, we can go view them actually. It didn't end up happening. Don't worry, it's all good. I'm also pretty convinced I just said rat shit troopers, which I didn't mean to. All right, let's see. I mean, we nearly got all of these already, which is cool. I woke up laughing from a dream the other day. Let's go, Juskill, let's go. Rat Ship Troopers would be a fun 40k game. I could see that, to be fair. I could see that. Real talk, would you play as... I don't know a ton about 40k, but would you play as, like, Skaven or Skaven adjacent things? And then you're fighting Tyranids? Or would you be fighting, like, weird, fucked up, like, rat Tyranids? As, like, I was about to say stormtroopers, fucking hell. As Space Marines. Captain's log. The captain's log. Oh, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. I'm just amazed at how small the exhibit rooms are now. Right, let's go fishing. Hello. Lovely fish we have here. Hello. It's a shame 40k doesn't have real Skaven. I was gonna say I don't remember there being like a Skaven army whenever I did play. I used to play orcs way back in the day. But I gotta admit, when I say play, I mean I played one actual game. And I just enjoyed painting them and making the models. And even then, I didn't love painting them either. I just like thinking about like bizarre scenarios. I basically played with them like toys as a kid. Now I think about it, I was like, yeah, Warhammer's cool. I can make a bunch of little green lads. Let's go. K does have bratlings, which are kind of messed up hobbits. Yeah, I vaguely remember hearing about those. That Rambo game really is all to get played. Listen, so there's a funny story about that, Juskill. As well as Rambo not being played, Graveyard Keeper has been put off for various reasons for 3 weeks now. And Pedro made a very good point that can we just blame Graveyard Keeper and say it's a cursed game? I think we should do that, which is why we're going to be doing a respin at some point soon. We will be playing Rambo... When did I say we're playing Rambo? I say we're playing it tomorrow? Okay, no, Steel Sky is tomorrow. Rambo is is Wednesday. So we plan on playing Rambo on Wednesday. Granted, I feel well enough. So we'll wait and see. Juskill, hopefully it will be. I wonder if they got some good loot in here. Oh, item, Pog. John Rambo, that's right. That's the real guy right there, John Rambo. A billiard table. Oh my god. Thank you, J Boogie. Thank you for stopping by. Right. Okay, so if we run over here, it's very important we do this quickly. Alright. In we go. Oh, we got roaches as well. The flame shirt's always my favourite. I'm sad that the flame shirt, pants, and umbrella is not in New Horizons. Is it really not? I thought it was for some reason. That's crazy. And there are so many roaches in here. Yeah, that sucks though. I didn't realise they weren't in the new one. I'd be kind of mad about that too, to be honest. Like, this is kind of like a staple, right? It is, but not the umbrella and the pants. I was gonna say, I feel like, you know, I can't tell anymore what the difference between like the community creations are in things like Animal Crossing and what's like actually in the game. So maybe I'm misremembering it, to be fair. But yeah, that's a shame though. If it is gone, that is a shame. We'll keep this here. I kind of like this shirt, so I'm gonna keep it. And now, the magnum opus, everybody. Oh. Right, we're in the stonks now. Michael Jugson's house has never seen so much stonkage. Yes, stonkage is a word. Bite me. Look at this. This is where the magic happens. The best table for a dining room. Here we go. I'd play it. That's so sad. I want to play it though. Instead, we're gonna let. Actually, I've got an idea. There you go. Good stuff. Nice. Maybe we put this like, I'm trying to think of where we could put this. We need like the fighter bell. Pop your head. Pop your head further closer, light. Mate, a young son. There you go, look, they're playing together. This is cute. See, we made it into something positive. Still no retro games unlocked yet. I thought you were a pro gamer, TM. Damn, I need to, you're right, J Boogie. I need to hand in my license for pro gaming. That would be ideal. J Boogie, by the way, we should play some Earth Defense Force. I'm so sorry that we haven't had the chance to. I've just been feeling absolutely rubbish for the last little bit, but I keep seeing it in my library. I have it downloaded and everything. I'm like, I really want to play this. So at some point, we should definitely have a sit down. I'm very happy to come back to it a ton. It looks very fun. We already have the ladybug? I can't remember. I think we did. Sounds familiar in my mind. I remember it being a kind of pain in the arse to unlock all of the NES games on Animal Crossing. Do we have anybody else that can confirm? Not gonna lie, I was aware that you could get them. I didn't know how you got them. I wonder if it's like completing goals or something. There's probably like achievements for it or whatever. Wow, Pecan's forgotten who I am. That's crazy. Alright, we're gonna go give this to Groucho. Cool. A pun and boom ladies night. I don't think I know what that is. I read that the first time round. I was like, do I... Without deconstructing Dam's joke, I don't wanna... I don't wanna yuck your yum, dude, but I don't think I know what that is. Got some money though. We've got 1,000 bells. I think I'll cover it up. Right, and then put this into our account immediately. Very nice. Alright, let's see if we can give this to Blathers. If not, let's have a look. Right, keeps yapping. Come on, Blathers. Get on with it. Okay, we've already got one, that's fine. We'll sell it to Tom Nook, thank you. So much yapping, Blathers, please. Obviously, I really like the flavor text for Blathers, but when you've read it 100 times, it does get a bit tiresome. I think that's the main thing with these sort of games as well, is like, I absolutely love the character and charm of it all. Sometimes when you have to do something over and over and over again, it does kind of ruin it a bit. For me personally, at least, where it's like, you end up struggling a little bit because of that. I don't know, it might just be a Dave thing. But yeah. Probably go back to Groucho at some point as well. I mean, I like rum, but there is such a thing as too much. Right? Exactly, right? Exactly. That's a good way of putting it. It's like, I definitely don't hate it. In fact, I enjoy it if I've played it for the first, or if I'm playing it for the first time. But when Blathers will give you the same 52 paragraph thing before letting you leave, and you just want to donate something, I'm kind of good. You know what I mean? Like, Blathers, I love you, mate, but I'm good. I'll pass. See, what else can I sell? Oh yeah, we got some other stuff. Man, I really miss the function of like being able to sell everything in bulk. I miss that so much from new Animal Crossings. But yeah. But yeah, I don't know if I got a chance to talk about Next Fest or not, because I was ill. I ended up playing a bunch of Next Fest games, and I even recorded like my time with them. But I basically, what I wanted to do initially was make a video about it and be like, these are some Next Fest demos I played that I really liked, and I was going to talk over it, and it was going to be great. But then I got ill, and now it's been like a week since then, and I don't think like uploading it now makes a whole lot of sense, to be honest with you. I feel like it's a bit late. And I'm also not fully recovered either, so I'm not really in a place where I feel like I can easily record something, like vocally. So that's a big thing. But yeah, did anybody play anything good for Next Fest? I played the is it Esoteric Ebb? Or Esoteric Ebb demo, which is sort of like Disco Elysium, but in Fantasyland. It was very good. It was very, very good. I highly recommend it. And that game's already out now as well, so it's very cool. I believe Katie finished it within like a day, and maybe not a day, maybe like a few days. But Katie got through that game very quickly. But it sounds like it was very good. Then yeah, I played a few other little bits and pieces. Maybe I'll put like a post in the Discord about it. If people want to hear about it, might be cute. But yeah, there's some good stuff. I'm really happy that demos seem to be doing the rounds generally a little bit more again these days. I'm really happy that demos are coming back as like the thing that developers genuinely want to make. Because sometimes, especially if you've got like a narrative game or a game that relies on narrative a little bit, it can be a bit daunting to suddenly be like, oh yeah, I'm actually gonna put like the first bit of my game out there, so people know exactly how my game starts now, which I might not have wanted before. But yeah. I'm looking peppy, am I, Groucho? Damn. I played the demo for Rune Dice. Oh, I think I saw that one. It's like a builder game, but with dice. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. A deck builder, sorry, a deck builder game. I saw that. It's sort of got like it's sort of a sprite style to it, right? It kind of looks like it's 3D. Sorry, no, it's 2D sprites, but they're sort of angled in a way that make it look a little bit more 3D. I think I know the one you're talking about. It's sort of framed like Peglin as well, but that might just be a really weird Dave association brain moment. But yeah. I prefer Pepsi style over Sprite style. Same actually. Same. Very good, J Boogie. Very good. I think they call it 2.5D. That's it. That's the one. Yeah. That game looked fun though. That game looked fun. Wow, Groucho out here trying to protect me by also slapping me in the face. What king? An absolute legend. Oh, I'll get an outfit from Groucho. Let's go. Right, let's see the damage. What did he get me? What is it? 7 ball shirt? I got 7 whole balls, guys. That's crazy. Nah, flames are still cooler. Guy Fieri look is still the look, I think. But yeah. I don't know, like indie devs are absolutely killing it again at the moment. Yeah, are there any like big AAA games that are coming out like soon that are actually gonna wow people? Maybe that's a really stupid question, but I'm struggling to think of anything. Like we've had Resident Evil Requiem, which I've heard a few people were talking about it in my Discord, and it sounded like the game could have been a bit longer, and that's like the main criticism of it. But apart from that, like the game itself was good. But yeah, I don't really know apart from that. I don't really have like a lot of all I've heard about is Resident Evil. Sorry, all I've heard about Resident Evil is the Leon thirst. That's pretty accurate. I kind of get it as well. Leon is kind of hot. Sorry, Jess, if you heard that. Leon's pretty hot. Leon S. Kennedy from Resident Evil. I don't know. Sometimes with like these like fandom things, I will find it very hard to see what people see. With that one, I kind of get it. You know, with that one, I kind of get it. But yeah, it sounds like it's been a really solid game though. No, not that. Butterfly. There you go. Wait, is there anything else I can give you? No, okay. But yeah. Man, I really do miss the days of just being able to give him fossils. But yeah, like we said, some people really enjoyed the fact that you have to send them off to be checked first. I do kind of get that from like it's a thing to do standpoint, you know? I do kind of get it. But yeah, it's I don't know, I find it a little bit difficult. I think it's probably also because like ever since I've been playing the game, since like Wild World, which is like the DS one or like the second one, the yeah, it's always been a factor, you know. But yeah, what else is coming out this year? We were speaking about Dawn of not I mean I guess it kind of is Dawn of War related. We were speaking of 40k earlier on. Isn't there Warhammer 40k Total War coming out? Isn't that a thing? I've not really played a lot of the fantasy Warhammer Total Wars, but I've heard they're very good. I'm always terrified by DLC in those games though. Like the concept of having to own 3 games to get like all of the DLC for all of them is kind of mad. It's a bit like the Hitman thing, right? Because I'm pretty sure there's a whole thing about Hitman 1 through 3 having the same kind of deal happen at the moment. I don't know. But yeah, it's kind of funky. It's kind of weird. There should be a Total War game coming out at some point, and I'm sure it will cost you £1,000 or the DLC. Literally, I think that's the thing, right? Is that the base game of a lot of these games is very fun, Even like The Sims 4, you could say is in the same boat, right? But it's just like, when does the game end? Like, how much DLC do you plan on putting in this bad boy? You know what I mean? I think the next main release I know about is Forza 6, which would be in May. Fair enough, fair enough. What's is there any like big new feature coming to that Forza game? I've got to admit, I've never played a Forza game, I don't think. But is there anything in it in particular that you're looking forward to, Damned, or is that are you just aware it's coming out in May? It's gotta be May. Wait, where did it go? Oh no. It's gone. How sad. It's just something that popped up on Steam. Oh, fair enough, yeah. Honestly, they don't need to change the game at all from 5. I do often feel this way about a lot of like newer iterations of things, right? I do feel like a lot of the time they're basically making a new one for the sake of making a new one. As someone who I don't like, sorry, let me rephrase that. I'm not like a fan of WWE really, but I respect it a lot as like an art and a sport, right? I think that there's like I understand why people watch it, and I really respect that. But one thing I will say is that those games, I don't know if they need to have a new game every year, and same kind of goes, in my opinion, at least for like what was FIFA and anything in that kind of like ballpark. I'm just amazed that like people were buying it on a year by year basis, because like they feel like massive money sinks every single time, but basically the same game over and over and over again. It's I don't know, for me it's like I just don't relate to it, I guess. I don't know. But again, like if that's a subject matter you're really into, then who knows, maybe that would be more worth it. And if you're a casual like gamer as well, you'll probably your only game you'll probably play will be something like that, and therefore you can kind of warrant and justify the price, right? But yeah, it's just I feel like the feature list and everything like that of like any game in that kind of remit these days is like the features are kind of limited, and it's kind of just the same thing again for the sake of it being the same thing again. But again, I could be wrong with Forza. Maybe there's some fun stuff. I don't know. But yeah, they used to not have yearly wrestling games back in the 90s and early 2000s. Yeah, that's it. It's just, you know, over time things are sort of like trickle in, you know what I mean? You start to see you know, I guess like you could, the wrestling federation might have seen like, oh look, John Madden's able to get away with it like every year, let's copy John Madden and do the same thing. When in reality it's like, the wrestlers you can now make the wrestlers more colors, and there's a slightly new creator engine, and we've updated it so all of the current wrestlers are in it. That's kind of it, you know what I mean? Like that's I don't know, I feel like just feature wise there's not really a lot more you can, I don't know, you can only reinvent the wheel so much, you know what I mean? It's without it being something completely different. It's difficult. It's I don't know. It's a really weird one. if you release yearly, it gives the hardcore fans FOMO. Exactly, right? Exactly. And it's like, oh, but this year they might actually add a feature that I really wanted. Or it's like, oh, but this creator, like, this engine, like, the creator engine has, like, 2 hairstyles that weren't in the last game or whatever. I want that. It's just kind of like, no, they could have just updated the old game with DLC. And you could have paid, like, a fraction of the price just to get the haircut you wanted. But no. You know, that's the world we live in. Sometimes the best thing you can do, change nothing and print money. This is why Call of Duty still makes money. I mean, yeah, COD's another great example of that. Damn, it's like... Now, again, I'm not a Call of Duty boy at all, but like, you know, for some people that is very much their game, and people will come back to it on a yearly basis. People will, you know, find what makes them tick. They might not play a lot of other games, and that's like their game of choice. And that's fine, you know. I'm not here to discriminate against people that are gonna say, you know, turn around and be like, you know, actually, I play this daily. You know what I mean? Like, and in reality, I'm just as problematic. Like, I play things like Overwatch. You know what I mean? Like, these are live service games, which are, in reality, you probably could very easily say are like there to distribute garbage out to the user. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Ah, fuck. Cheeky little blighter. Yeah, exactly, J Boogie, exactly. It's like, at some point they just start to realize they can get away with basically producing shit. And that's that. I personally like to think the Pokemon Company have had the same thing as well, gradually over time, where they're like, well, we can't keep getting away with this. We've actually got to make a game again now. So I guess let's do it. And they seem to be going in a better direction. I heard that Pokopia was pretty good. The new one, the Animal Crossing styled Pokemon game. No company's immune to shitification. Exactly. And here I am still playing Helldivers 2. Looking forward to every new warband. But that's the thing, right? Like, Helldivers 2 is now 2 years old as of this year, right? It might have been in early access longer, I could be wrong. But that's a game where it's like, well, we're just going to keep updating it. And, you know, we'll make it what the people want it to be. We're not going to make Helldivers 3 for the sake of it. Look, I mean, look at Overwatch. Overwatch was forced to be Overwatch 2 for no reason, basically. And it's only now that, like, the big wigs that forced them to do it are gone that Overwatch has gone back on itself, you know what I mean? It's, yeah, it's crazy. Also, Ranger, thank you so much for the 31 months, mate. I really appreciate you. How you doing? I hope you're doing okay. Don't judge me, I've bought nearly every Skyrim release. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I've done the same with Final Fantasy VII releases, if that helps. I don't think there's any Skyrim... actually, that being said, I think Skyrim's probably on more things than Final Fantasy VII. But I own Final Fantasy VII on PS1, Steam, and Switch, I'm pretty sure. And Stardew Valley I own on Switch and PC as well, I guess. Not mobile though. Not mobile. That is true. Does it include the smart fridge one? That's a good point. Does it include the smart fridge? Let's not sell the fish for now. I think we want to see if we can donate those, but so let's sell everything else. Yeah, fair enough, Ranger. Also, I guess like technically I bought the remake. The one I was very, very kindly gifted Rebirth, the second part of the remake. But the first part of the remake I bought on Steam, and it was like 70 quid at the time, and I didn't get it on sale. I really wanted to play it, so just Dave things, I guess. Oh my god, I really need to cough. Hang on, I'll be one sec. Man, it's so like debilitating to have to like cough and then like have some more fluids. It's like, oh my god. But yeah, I'm doing okay. I'm okay. Just it kind of sets you back a bit. That's all. But yeah, no, that's fair, Ranger. That's fair, Ranger. Did you call Barrett Pisshead in all of them as well, for the sake of tradition? That's still one of the funniest stories I think you've told me, by the way, Ranger. Is the is the fact that your brother used to call Barrett Pisshead. It makes me laugh every time. Oh my god. But yeah. You take your time. And what about warm tea and honey? Oh, you know what? I've had a lot of tea. I guess I could go make a tea. I'm like debating it. We've got like an hour left. Would you guys be miffed if I spent like 5 minutes making a tea? But yeah, I could also get some honey. But yeah, I do love a bit of tea and honey. That sounds like a good idea, actually. Always pisshead. Let's go. I love how his brother didn't call Cloud Pisshead, the guy whose his hair color most resembles piss. Literally. I love that. It's so funny. It's just Barrett just does. It looks unapologetically not like Pisshead. It's so funny. Go coat the throat. Exactly. That exactly. All right, I'm gonna go deep throat a thing of honey and have some tea. I'm gonna be back in like 5 minutes. Be good to yourselves. I'm gonna leave you looking into the longing embrace of Tom Nook as he attempts to poke my eye out with his fucking snoot. Be good to each other. I will be reading you chat. I'll see you guys in 5 minutes. Love you lots. Also, Ranger, thank you so much for the 10 votes for Slime Rancher. I'll put those on when I get back. Thank you very much. Okay, I'm back. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. How are we doing? Let's see, what am I missing out on? What am I missing out on? I might as well spend my 270,000 points. I mean, you can if you want, Ranger. What would you spend them on though? So let me put your votes on. Sorry, I didn't mute that cough. Apologies. What else did I miss? What if we start typing full paragraphs? He's reading chat right now. Ranger, no comment. I'm always watching Wazowski. Always watching. Slime Rancher. There it is, perfect. Slime Rancher's at 21 votes, thank you very much. Should have asked what kind of tea. I hope it's Yorkshire. So, I really like Yorkshire tea. However, at the moment, actually, you know, my favourite tea? Yorkshire Gold. Good shit. Love it. But we are also PG Tips people. And at the moment it's PG Tips. So, that is the tea at the moment. Damned will probably unfollow after my statement of it not being Yorkshire tea. But yeah, that's unfortunately the way of things. I'm sorry. How did you mix up Yorkshire Gold and PG Tips? No, it's all good. It's all good. No, so usually we'd have my personal favorite is Yorkshire Gold. But we have PG Tips at the moment. That's all. We can't afford Yorkshire Gold all the time. It's too golden. It's all of that fake gold they're putting in it constantly. You know what I mean? But yeah, I will say though, PG Tips is like as good, if not better, than Yorkshire tea on a good day. Yorkshire Gold is my favourite, like I've said, but I will very happily have PG Tips over normal Yorkshire tea. There you go, come and get me. But can we all unify and agree that Tetley is just kind of shit? How do we feel about Tetley tea? That's a strong statement. I know. I'm not a fan of Tetley. Tetley is like not my favourite. See. Who's having a shit? Who's shitting? But I put some honey in it. Thank you for the suggestion again. I've got some honey in my tea. Oh, it's Dizzy. Poor Dizzy. Just want to be left alone, okay. Did you upset Dizzy? Dizzy's getting dizzy, watch out. Dizzy's spinning. Oh, let's take this to Samson, why not? Ellie is akin to bog water. I love that. That's the sort of thing I want on a t-shirt. Damn, that's perfect. Listen, I'm glad we agree. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm glad we agree about Tetley. But yeah, it's Yorkshire. I don't know. Again, it's not bad. That being said, I will have Tetley if it's like, let's say you're visiting someone and all they have is Tetley. I will still have it. I'm not a prude. I'm not gonna have like a hissy fit about it. But yeah, PG Tips is probably my like go-to like non-posh one. And then yeah, well, I guess like the one that's like the cheaper one generally for me. And then yeah, Yorkshire Gold. Oh, Yorkshire Gold is like, I usually get Yorkshire Gold whenever we go on holiday. Like if we go to somewhere else in the country, if me and Jess go somewhere, I'll usually buy a thing of Yorkshire Gold as a treat. And that'll be my like little treat to me, kind of prezzy. But yeah, Jane's just fucking yapping. Delivery. Here you go. That's a cool one. I kind of want that one, Samson. What the hell? What do we get for it? What did he give me? A grapefruit table? Nah, I'm good. I'm gonna sell that. Knowing how much coffee costs, I never worry about cost of tea bags. You know what? Very true. Very true. I'm glad I'm not more of a coffee person because I think I would be a lot more upset by the prices of that. The only coffee thing I kind of have is like a mocha occasionally. You can get those like little instant bags for mochas and stuff like that. They're pretty good, but that's like the extent of what I'd go for. But as you say, tea is like infinitely cheaper. It's like it is the cheaper, and at least in my opinion, I do prefer it more as well, flavor wise. But yeah, I do get you. Alright, let's go give these to Blathers, and then how are we doing for time? We'll have a little bit more of a run round, I guess, as I promised I'll be around for a while. But yeah. Let's see, I think the museum's one down. Oh no, maybe it's like up. It might be one up actually. It's one up, my bad. He seems to result in less diarrhea too. Yeah, I think so. I think there's just less like... I mean, what else gets put into... This might be a really silly question. I'm afraid I'm not very educated on coffee. But is there a lot more put into coffee other than like what's in the beans? Because with tea, it's literally just like... It's like tea water, and there's like a little bit of caffeine in there. And then you can add your own milk, and that's about it. You know what I mean? Or you can add like a bit of sugar if you want to. But like, generally speaking, I won't. Usually I'll just have it as is. But with coffee, is there like a lot of other shit that goes into it? I genuinely don't know. Especially if it's like one of those like machine coffees. I bet there's like something that goes into it. Or maybe like the process of like the beans being brewed. Okay, got ya, J Boogie. Yeah, like there's probably other bits going on. Okay, yeah. Perfect. All right. Take excellent care of the little fellow, indeed. Do it. Look after my boy. It's my boy. It's morphing into Cedric Diggory's dad, BRB. That's my son. That's my boy. But yeah. Oh yeah, to everyone that's playing Slay the Spire 2, how are we getting on? What's this the Slay the Spire 2 vibe? I really want to get it, but I'm also telling myself no. I need to actually try and beat more of my library before I buy anything new. I'm actively telling myself now I need to stop. I have so many games like it that I haven't played yet, and I'm like, I cannot play this one just yet, but soon, I do want to get around to it. Maybe the issue is if they're using a filter and not cleaning it. That's true. That's yeah. That's a good point, because I guess you also need to do a lot more like filtering and shit like that. With the tea, you sort of just plonk the tea bag in fresh on the thing, and then you stir it for a bit, and then you take it out again. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of is what it is. There's less components at play with the tea. I guess if you have a teapot, it's a bit different, but like, you know what I mean? If you're just like boiling the kettle and then whacking a tea bag in there, you'll be alright. That's my boy. Your father would be proud. Playing Slay the Spire 2 right now is so addictive. Hell yeah. Yeah, it looks great. I've been watching a lot of people play it, and I'm all over it. I know that they brought back the 3 main original people, right? From the 3 main like classes you can play. And they're very fun continuations of that from the first game. It looks neat. It looks really good. I really miss. I might actually go back to Slay the Spire, because like I never beat the 4th character. I've talked about this before, but I never beat the 4th character. I found it too difficult, which means I've never actually finished Slay the Spire. Korra, because that's the only way you get the ending, right? But yeah, I might go back to it. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. I don't know. But I had a very good time with it throughout the like 50, 60 hours I did play of it. It was very good. I had a great time. Okay, so I've already donated one of these. Okay, that's fine. So we can sell this. That's fine. Cool. Alright. Let's have a look. We added a bunch of fish. So maybe we've got some new fish friends. Who'll be the fish? Ah, yes, the fish. I love them. The fish are here. They're doing a swim. Turned into really bad Sean Connery again. I keep morphing into Sean Connery. Help. Hopefully without the misogyny, though. The fact that that part came out later about Sean Connery was very upsetting. But I guess the writing was on the wall. But yeah, and the Slay the Spire 2 looks phenomenal. Another game that I played in the Next Fest demos, actually, was I played the new Scott Pilgrim versus the World beat 'em up game that has been getting made. Being made by the original people that made the first one. And I think this one's more in line with the events of the animated show that came out a few years ago. The demo was very good. I enjoyed it. But yeah. Something about the acting being his thinly failed fetish, I guess. Yeah, it's I don't know, that's the thing with actors sometimes as well. It's just like I feel like they get way too, I don't know. I think it's a slippery slope being an actor, to be honest with you. Once you're like, I'm not trying to justify their actions, but I feel like a lot of the time you end up becoming a bit of a bastard regardless, because of the sort of environment you're in, right? And that's not to say it's a good thing, but Sean Connery was obviously around for a very long time, and society changes, thankfully, you know, and like it is what it is. But like, yeah, it's just not great to hear about it afterwards, right? It's one of those things, like especially when it's like as a kid, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade was like one of my favorite movies ever. So it's just one of those things where it's like that was a childhood character. I mean, yeah, it's, you know what I mean, it's just it comes back to be like, oh, okay, something I didn't know about them, but I guess I do now. Cool. But yeah. Mate, you know, actually, speaking of Indiana Jones, I keep seeing a bunch of stuff about the point and click Indiana Jones games. The ones that are made by, what's it called? Made by Lucasfilm. Like the Indiana Jones and the, is it like the Curse of Atlantis or something like that? Or the Adventure to Atlantis? It's something like that. Yeah, all of those look really, really cool. I think I'd like to play some of those one day. They look great. They look exactly like the kind of thing I would definitely. I mean, that and Beneath a Steel Sky, I think are two games I'm very, very interested in going back to. From like that era of point and click. I do like a good point and click. So yeah, no, it's cool. Give it 20 years and all the actors of today will be the same. Exactly, right? That's the thing, right? It's like society kind of repeats itself, and obviously certain things that are acceptable now will probably very rightly be made in it, like, not the case in 20 years time, or stuff will come out about certain people that mean that they're not very good people. You know, it's just, it sucks, but sadly it's part of, I guess, like life. You just, you know, sometimes you look up to people, but sadly they will have sides to them that you won't always agree with, or, you know, it's not always easy, you know, not always easy. Why did I just get a picture of David Bowie as the Goblin King flash into my head? Do you ever have that? I think, honestly, I'm actually deranged after this, like, illness. Like, I've become worse and worse. But I just had, like, a sudden moment of picturing David Bowie suddenly appearing as the Goblin King. Is that a cry for help? Do you think I can, like... Do you think I can ask for help at that point? I guarantee my sleep paralysis demon tonight is going to crawl in through the window, and it's going to start playing that one song from Labyrinth. It's going to be like, you remind me of the babe with the power. It's just going to be standing in my doorway. It's going to be like the frame of David Bowie. Crazy. They say you see the things you desire the most. I mean, I'm going to add David Bowie in general onto my my list of things, along with Leon S. Kennedy from Resident Evil. I think I'd be fine with that. David Bowie, you can do what you want. I don't care. Not that he's here anymore, sadly. Rest in peace. Let's see what we got. What have we already given? I reckon maybe not this. We do have one, okay. We might not have the other thing then. I feel like I don't recognise the other thing. And it's a bit bigger, the other thing as well. Cool. I think honestly, guys, as well, I'll probably wrap up in like the next 10 minutes. I am starting to feel it a little bit, and my voice is... It's not going, but I could definitely sense if I go much longer, it will start to go. So I will... Oh, we do have one, okay, then when? That sea bass looks traumatized though. Cool. Should we send some letters before we go? We can send some threats to our fellow villagers. I think that's always fun. Right, let's send it to Lucy's in our good books. I think everybody but Lucy is in our. I like Dizzy. I'm gonna say, you know what? Welcome. I kind of like that. That's so funny. Welcome, M8 from Pisshead. There you go. Right, Dizzy's got a letter. Easy peasy. And then we'll write one to Jane as well. Just to be like, you. You, it's Jane. Brilliant. Great stuff. Alright. Let's see. I think as a reward, we're gonna give Dizzy a what do we want to give these guys? I don't actually know. I think Coral goes for quite a bit. Let's give Jane that. Yeah, that'll do. I don't think we need to give anything to our other boy. I think he'll be alright. He'll be alright. But yeah, oh damn, I was meaning to ask, do you stream as well, buddy? I don't think I overheard you say anything when we met at the community night, but do you stream too? I'm very happy to drop a follow if so. Right, 750, cool. We're doing pretty well for stonks at the moment. Not really, sometimes I do if I'm bored. Fair enough. I will still, out of goodwill, so I will send you away. There you are. There you are. Right, 150. Let's see, what else we got? 300. I reckon we can make 20. Let's make it to 20 bells, please. 20k bells, come on now. We're close, I can sense it. 20k bells. Okay, we're just gonna make 300 off of this bass and we're good. Tragic. What else can we sell? Can I sell you a fossil? Tragic. Right, we'll leave that there. Awesome, thank you, Tom Nook. Right, let's go post these, and then I think we'll call it for today. But yeah, this has been another episode of the Swapton Files TM. It's been fun. It's been good. I really enjoy this game. Again, I have said before, I don't think I plan on making this a playthrough that lasts forever, or the whole year, or anything like that. I think we'll just keep playing it until we get bored of it. I'm still kind of happy to do like a few more before we start to think about what to do next, but I don't know, I think it's cute. I think it's cute. I'm gonna send that to Jane. Very cool. Nah, that's all good. Perfect. Alright, well, I will go and save, and then I will wrap up. But thank you very much for being here, guys. Thank you for being really patient as well. I know I'm not sounding my best at the moment. Hopefully it's still been a nice watch regardless. But yeah, it's really taken the wind out of my sails a bit, to be honest with you. So, but it's been lovely to be back and to have all of my lovely friends showing up. I'm very lucky. So thank you for bearing with me for a week of not being here. I will gradually get better, and we will gradually start to do more and more on stream again. So yeah, tomorrow we're going to be playing some Beyond the Steel Sky. We're going to be starting a bit earlier tomorrow as well, so that hopefully will work for people. And on Wednesday we're going to be playing some Rambo. And Thursday we're doing our next One Stream Wonder game, which I will probably spin tomorrow or Wednesday. But we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see what game that is. But it's going to be good. It's going to be good. And again, one last shout out, please, if you haven't already joined the Chaos Collective Discord server. Again, it's going to be where we do a lot of our community nights going forward. And it's co-run by me, Flawbury, and Pedro. And yeah, I'm sure it will go. Everything will be completely fine, and me and Flawbury are working very hard, especially while Pedro is away, to sort of figure out what the first big major event we want to do is. So please stay tuned for that as well. But yeah, it was fun. I'm glad to hear. Have a good night. I hope your throat heals soon. Thank you so much, Damned, and thank you everybody for being here as well. I really appreciate you all just hanging out with me. So thank you. It's been lovely. But yeah, thank you, J Boogie. Thank you. I did the bit. There you go. Thank you, J Boogie. Thank you, Damned. Thank you, Justkill. Thank you. Thank you, Peanut Butter. Obviously. Thank you, Iron Phantom, and Iron Phantom. If you're still watching, best of luck with your surgery as well. Thank you, Jess. Thank you, anybody else that's popped by and lurked today. And yeah, it's been another week, but we're done. It's all good. But yeah, have a great evening. Sleep well. And I will see you guys again tomorrow. Bye bye.